body my valentine, waxing my waning heart. With a gown and turpentine, spirit of God get into me. Second and I wanna part these raging seas, cause there ain't no sunshine for months like me when you leave. The only thing I think about is how long has it been since I felt the fire inside and out, missing your all-consuming tide, cause it's the ebb and flow. And all I seem to wanna know is if there's a bottom, how low I can go. This ain't no ludicrous rhyme, broken English like it's a crime. So take a seat, cause you're missing a beat, and his voracious figure bounce around like Tigger. They're simply sweet, these aren't the questions you seek. Let me tell you a story about right and wrong, I ain't talking about the size of each long. So slow it down and think, is this what it meant for me? Is this a program? Am I flushing my wedding ring down a kitchen sink? Get a hold of yourself, Mr. Urkel. Let's talk about squaring the circle. Can't you see the prince wrapped in purple? Back again, where's he been in this world of sin? This guy's got more than 9 lives, not just citing the Bible to sound wise. I worship the Lord in spirit, and I know we can hear it. That's why body's been acting goofy, cause you on the scene in a movie, crazy as a bat. If you're gonna act like Stefan asked that I do that, bang bang, you're dead. Not cause you pump full of lead, that's the sound of thunder. And heaven's among ya. And it's cause you spiritually slacking, you worried about packing. But I got you exposed, here to present your betrothed. It's the skin that you wrapped in, minus the K, the serpent I'm here to slay. Not Anunnaki, mistook one too many shoes for shiitake, your style sloppy. I'm not talking about the clothes that you wear, or the part in your hair, but your heart is sincere. Let me take you to life, where there ain't no more strife. You're barking up the wrong tree, and they must be Adam and Eve.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
Knowledge for knowledge's sake, don't make that mistake. Commiserate, delve into your thoughts, the food you've been eating, but giving you clots. If an void been set in the pace, bridge the gap, have a little faith. Life's not a race. Except there's things you can't ever understand. Return to the promised land. Remember, house divided cannot stand. The only choice we make is to think that we have one. Trying to separate heaven from this bread I live. Bro, except there's things I can't explain, just a label or no. Messiah complex, go back to thinking this song's about sex, cause you correct. Good at mind tricks been fucking you, intuit been ducking you, mental kung fu been cutting you down to size. The last attempt to open your third eye, let's try. Cause in the land of the blind, he who seeks will find. The world has enough Clark Kents to know that hubris ain't spent. So before a thing gets nasty, your mind starts to tax me, ask affirmative action, or a business transaction. Are these thoughts my own, or am I just a cog in a drone? Bombing the Afghani kids while you grab some new fitters at lids. Because why? That ain't me, oh I see. Ignore reality, but it's convenient. Let's see if you acting all lenient. When it's your ass who's grass, let's see if you're given a pass and still going to Sunday's mass. Climate change in space, have a little fucking grace. I'm fucking starving here. And your weekend quandary is which beer? These things are intrinsically connected, more so than you know, so let's dissect it. Quantum entanglement, karmic threads. I'm seeing a pattern here, and you just talk about making religion disappear. Talk about fixing the world, you can't even face what's right in front of you. Quick, blame it on the English settlers. Settle down, Slim, with that same old song and dance, trying to fix the world while you're still stuck in a trance, restoring balance. With my lyrical prowess and the finesse of a Taoist. Foundation is sound, seed fell on good ground, and now I'm making the rounds, telling of the treasure I found. So don't start, nothing's absolute, trying to sound all astute. These words you dilute, yet the point is mute. Cause truth's in abundance, no need to have had a trust fund once, cause there's enough for all of us, but go on if you must. Keep trying to control it all, cause of your vitriol. For your heavenly father, you'd rather worship a monster, put up a trespassing sign and claim that it's mine. Trying to charge for what was freely given, see how I'm living. Be careful of what you wish, don't be following will o' the wisp. Architect of your own demise, truth never dies, quit believing your own lies. Still missing the point? Let these words annoy you. About a spiritual wickedness in high places that your cranial's laced with. It's why I tell them, when they fucking with the cerebellum. So go on with your wicked ways if you must. Want yours, I'll take mine. Return you to dust, your lust, the burnt crust on an apple pie. Leave you to die where you lie, cause you glorified I. And not in the numeral sense, the one, the son, the one who was, and is to come. The Alpha, Omega, Ursa Minor, and Major. Built up great temples, ate too much lentils, made a turd of the word, gave me the bird. Hesperus is phosphorescent, Milky Way no longer transcended. Seventh dust sword is every 4 pointed strings I meant to comprehend.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
The rules haven't changed. Give your ancestors some credit. Think you're on top of the world? Dead men have said it. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Heard it before. You can keep your money, and I ain't working for you no more. Start to tax the stream, another pyramid scheme. Arrest Bernie Madoff like a bunny, tell me it's a trade-off with my money. Oh my, try to convince me you're working for me. Well, I'm here to tell a different story.
My name is the Lord.
Telling tales with the whales from the caverns of Kublai Khan. Meaning I splice not from litter devices that I shit upon, with this epic of prose, or comedic tragedy I suppose, who knows? Of the commons, the lies will get back to bombing. Try to take me down the road to hell where you feign your good intentions, but there's no words you can spell to mesmerize me into detention. No lobbyists to make the lost upend, and aspersions cast I'm rescinding. Call me a savage, uncivilized, even a heathen. Tell me sacrifice children, well you fucking a demon. Label me a criminal cause I won't be an accomplice? These words are seminal, tuck them away, let them grow, give birth to a later bliss. Another man they want crucified, Taking means, shove it up your end. Ask yourself if it feels justified. How many men have you condemned? Babies have you slaughtered while you go on trying to play the martyr? Even now you're still trying to barter. You're only making it harder. But now they won't believe him when he says he's fighting for freedom. Climate change, women's rights, Planned Parenthood. Clever words you thought would help spin your agenda is good. Cause you know what's wrong. All I think about is to reinvent the bong, population control, eugenics, and slavery. Think you can endanger me? Ha! Extort abortion. Sin of epic proportions. Because she didn't conceive as a wife, the life you try to stigmatize will be your own demise. Head of the corner, you should have adored her, not a porter. Or because sex you want to trivialize, life you try to demonize, see or demonize. Economically disadvantaged and make you feel guilt for wanting to start a family. Neurotically condemned with chutzpah. What was built is not a sham. See, watch me leap like an impala. I'm the conqueror of Shambhala, constantly growing taller, longer to reach the sun and be one. Don't know what it means to live eat. More dyslexia got you thinking equal. Illuminati's back, never left. This is the sequel of a Dan Brown novel. Being mistaken as fact, or a government document you conveniently redact. The pact, not one that is easily broken. After the fire and smoking, the all-seeing eye, the truth you want to deny. Collective consciousness, make it your ally. Leave you tense in a fractured sense. Choose, exact revenge or make penance. Procreate because it's the bread you ate, the life that you're for. Form out of nothing, the truth you adore. Ascend through belief, the holy office bequeath, the street cred needed for the word to be heeded. So let the spirit confer, no longer deter. Darkness I banish when I start speaking in Spanish. And say grace unto you for a gift from nothing. A paradox it doth bring, something that's no thing, where all are welcome. Yet the seldom few ever will come. The light you can't shun, the illusion is done. Business dealings will tranche, but the truth will blanch. Literary alchemy to make you prepared, no need to be scared.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
Went along with it, so you can go on with your wicked ways. Fail to see it as just another phase. A convenient excuse to carry out your abuse. Your heart is tainted, don't matter what face you painted. You played the role to a T, are you starting to see? Think that I can take a bow? Are you still acting all holier than thou? Gotta admit, I had you fooled for a bit.
My name is the Lord.
So go on with your wild claims, we will meet just the same and do battle. Trust me when I say at best you'll be knocked off your saddle, give you a rattle. Cause you'll be dead or a newborn when I'm through with you. Be needing more than a shoehorn to get ready for another day. More languish and pain, looking on while I dance and sing in the rain. Losing my rights to be, for the sake of humanity. I forgot you want to talk about logic while you sipping on gin and tonics. It's not ironic, it's iconic, telling you the truth. So get out your ebonics with them phonics, disease is chronic. Don't dismiss us as obsequious tones when speaking in code. Keep an eye out, don't miss these supersonic nodes, your mind will implode. Knowledge overreaching, give you rectal secretions, trying to lighten your load, give you the commode, drugs they erode. The fiber of your universal being, keep you from seeing, achieving, dissuade you from believing in things beyond the body. Instead of spending millions on Bugattis or obsessing over Moriarty, go do some karate, yoga, or kung fu. Notice the spirit inside around you. It's about to deduce this beast that you've loosed, not because you want to attract kids some ass, but because you're seeking truth and you're free at last. Experience the mind-body interplay, feel the world in a different way, resonate, surrender to the truth that you love to hate. Remember, unity with self, you thought you put up on a shelf. I lent her, come back on another day, cause you thought you heard him say, God don't pay. For the truth, nay, and started seeing gray. Went and lit up another J, instead say, fuck the false dichotomy. Don't let them give you a lobotomy, try to tell you a victim of biology. Watch them try to send George Lucas after me for some intellectual property. I spit on your laws and I'm keeping it raw. The slave drivers you call a judge drag my name through the mud. You make it a show worse than Judge Judy. What joke? Let me teach you about duty. Got you running around thinking about booty. Propagate the deception. The best thing she can offer is a coochie. Give him some offspring, get him to buy you a big ring, keep him working away from the home so I can snatch up your children and make him my own, make him think that his focus should be to satisfy her desires, get him to build their own pyre, cast it at best, that ring of fire. This is Dante's Inferno, forget Joe Paterno, you've got your own problems, instead of worrying about goblins. And the cycle continues, but it's still the same venue. You don't know what I've been through, please. First things first, get over yourself. Daddy may have loosened his belt, but it's not the cards we're dealt, but how we play them when our chips are down. Don't be distracted by what could have been. Hunters know you follow the path of least resistance, but the rule may not apply in every instance. So don't do something because it's easy, or resist because it's not. But be careful when you start thinking like a robot. Like to say I hate you for what I passed off as nature. Try to own it, the spirit that creates you.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
Misplaced faith in men, original sin, thinking that they can save you, exalting each other before the Lord above you, like your life is some affliction that needs correcting. Failed to stand vigilant and sober, and the excuse was that I told her, drunk on power, hence the final hour, now I wander about. Who can I devour? Quick to claim ownership when it suits you, trust me it don't behoove ya. Laugh you off as an idealist, thinking themselves the realist, when they're the ones who fell for the ruse and live their lives ruled by illusion. Look at that with disgust or find it amusing. Call it a mental disorder, when their minds are in actual chaos. Minds of horror, no semblance of peace. For them, reality's way off. Write you off as another one that drank the Kool-Aid. Justify selfish desires to keep getting paid. Watch as the spirit starts to fade, truth they evade. Call you entitled, hypocritical lies got them bridled. In many ways, that's why the number of the day should have been singing some praise. See how they get you talking about gender segregation while they fracture a nation, pollute your food and water, even the air that you breathe. Can you see them seize how they relish when you bleed? How far are you gonna take this rebellious obsession before you learn your lesson? See how they come at you when you're sleeping? No word are they keeping, but on the light for your freedom sense of fight, the end's in sight. And it's also the beginning, but not of this game you insist on winning. Make it illegal, get them scrapping like seagulls over trash on the beach. Your soul it will leech. Just cause the government's wrong and you heard it in a song, you think you rebelling with those CIA-sanctioned drugs you're selling? Well you are, but not in the way that you think. I sink whole fleets with the sheets I rain. Holy water driving you insane upon you, and using it to clean your laundry. Possessed by a spirit that don't hear the word quit. I'm relentless, and you know that heaven sent this. Call me Clint, cause I'm a man with no name. Just came to put you to shame. Not some arrogant shit I spit, altruist in every wit, and that's the rest of death. Spelled by every letter of life. Eliaphy, living selflessly. My heartfelt warning, not excuse for scorning a morning. It's time for corrective action before I get to smacking. Guilt be swelling up, lack of mercy got you in a rut. Persecute a prostitute, no attorney for defense. Your house I will rent. Take some time, figure out what this meant. This is the line in the sand, envision a future unmanned. Try to mimic me, the answer is unequivocally no. It's like so. Pacify you with my short hand. Front man without a band. You just a grain of sand in an ocean above you in constant motion. Formless water, ethereal powder made me from clay. In this body I won't stay. Levitate when I evaporate. We can condense and descend to rinse. Is it starting to make some sense? Thought you could skip a few steps in this lifelong quest you thought you'd best. Life isn't a gamble or a Costco sample, or your third plate at a buffet, all you can eat, so please take a seat. I ain't gonna ask you again, the hordes of silence, it's time to account for your sin. Too hard for men to swallow, be more than a Christian, take some good self-reflection, it's a monster that needs correcting. It's scary I know, cause you're still waiting on Godot, but in the sum the kingdom's come and the battle is won. Kid's got no more fear, his metamorphosis. Get out your books, the ground is shook, cross-examine the scripts, check out your prophecy list, see if there's something you missed. Gonna act like Peter Pan, not want to grow old, think the happy thoughts, quit thinking future soul. Believe in yourself and never land, no time like the present to make a stand.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
You wanna talk about let's get free while stuck in mental slavery, destined to repeat history? I'm the beast that's unleashed on your flesh sent to feast. There's no peace I will treat, change the life that you lead. But I read Moby Dick, put my kids through college. My job is done, I live my life 100% honest. You wanna talk about honesty? Well honestly, you slip of brutality, chopping heads off. There ain't no plausible deniability, no core for your soul. Won't find the truth wrapped in plastic in your cereal bowl. Okay dude? You may have read all the words, but the meaning I don't think you heard. Like the word christened, looked up the definition, read the words, cute you won't listen. You see what's missing? Blaze up a new piece, breaking a new car. See how you prefer to look on from afar? You worship the god of excess. The true god thinks you a pest, no rest. for you when it's done. Fancy shoes took you too close to the sun. You're burning up in a tomb worthy of King Tut, but the door still ain't shut to the holy sepulchre. I'm talking about the man-made replica. I'm robbing the grave. Do you want to be saved? Toss him a few dollars, buy him some new collars. Take that whack, beat up the street, cause that shit ain't fooling men of his creed. Why am I fighting to live if I'm just living to fight? Why am I trying to see when there ain't nothing in sight? Why am I trying to give when no one gives me a try? Why am I fighting to live if I'm just living to die? So how about some questions like if not now when? Or if not you then who? You think you played out? Ignorance absolves you of all the evil things you do? This is initiation for my beasts of no nation. Black, white, Filipino, and Haitian. I'm not talking about invasion, but mass emancipation. Soliloquy, hear my words when I speak. Be meek, cause I'm the wind on the water, the heavenly song. The morbid corner, the smog over Hong Kong. The fire-breathing dragon, torn heaven asunder. The seeds of man's greed come to plunder. The good Lord can't be beat. Are you the chaff of the wheat? The harvest is plenty and it's time to get ready. The great and terrible day of the Lord's accord to be heard over any horde of masses. Quick to give you 10 lashes. Cause any talk of God is swiftly met with a rod. A lion, I ain't lying, I'm a lion. Hear my roar. Hypocritically lecture me for knowledge of things you say I can't know. Call me dumb, brainwashed, and crazy when it's your vision that's hazy. Like no one else can understand things you can't fathom. It's sad when your synapses be lapsing, inflated ego counteracting. Grand scheme is you got run by FEMA, giving you emphysema. Raise up your heaters, Kundalini pranayam. Don't run, cause you ain't fast as cheetahs, and I'm a demon. Built upon the rock of Peter. No place I can't go, you are never alone. Let that be your sauce, not the shit you stepped on. These lines of rhymes are meant to show you the signs of times. Tossing a few archetypal deities in the hope to save you from Hades. Cause the facade is shady, training you to turn from the truth daily. Pop culture references, making you feel relevant. Cause the world of men got your true self reticent. Truth is you're sick, and you better stop making some changes quick. Mary Poppins ain't coming sugarcoated for diabetics. That's why I said it, the truth you knew, but it helps to hear it aloud cause you're too proud.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
There ain't no health insurance, just cognitive deterrence. No Rorschach test, the truth's not meaningless. Lose your perception and start with this, precept 1. Ahem. Love thy neighbor, cause you be loving yourself. Now or later, these words were designed to save you from hell. So suck on this, break truth down for you in one verse. After, you can give it a poke and see if it still hurts. Pick a fight with God and claim that it's not fair. Even a child understands just cause they can't see it don't mean it's not there. Laughing at you while you play peekaboo. Cause there's a grown man acting a fool. Pay attention, cause this is the truth they try to erase. In the beginning was the end void. Absence of space, completely still with a presence of will. Through the word, verbal vibration, a will through breath, gave birth to creation. Information, spiritual elation, self-manifestation, with a hope to understand through vibration. Drink this libation, don't fall behind trying to figure out the equation. The heart is based in, that's where I speak from. Bravery, about time you see some. This is the wisdom of Solomon, not talk about the mason you following. For your glory I came, I'm strong in your name, your burdens your disdain. When all I do is try to show you how to get out of this game. It's not about who's to blame, trade salvation for shame. Just trying to show you the Tao Dharma, great work, way, whatever the name. Remember the voice from the wild, if you depend on a child. Be humble, so that the worst is you stumble. Then feel the spirit trickle down from the top of the crown, connecting with heaven and earth all around. Make him clear the way, you'll hear him say, let the earth bring forth grass, herb, and tree, yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself, upon the earth, and it was so, heavenly mind. Is it me you see, or a version of you thought lost at sea? Not some mental construction, a feeble attack to obstruct one. See how you devise your own destruction? That's why I'm here, to temper your fear. Is it finally clear? You can't do it alone. Truth never been louder. A philosopher's stone to grind into powder. Base metal to gold from the simple seeds you have sowed. With mercy to be had, the mercy is mine. For the mercy I live, for the mercy I give, I will shine. Don't mistake clemency for heaven from me. I'm trying to bargain for your plea. This ain't a vocab test, your mind got you stressed. Effortless movements gives me my rest. Instead of worrying about if words exist, raise up your fist, cry freedom and finally beat 'em. Babylon babbles on, but I give meaning to words. Remember I told you there won't be a third? Meeting adjourned, but I'll leave you with this. From the breath in your lungs, the faithful hymns you have sung, the Liberty Bell, and it's finally been rung. The meaning of Psalms, feel the light when you open your palms. Eternal flow, come for the Poe, languid souls, the babes and foes, rebellious ones with their hands on a gun. As I'm speaking, the spirit's leaking, cheating death with every breath in my chest. See my crest rise and then fall, cause men would rather play with a ball.